Hi guys, it's Angel from AngelSkyeTV. Today's your weekly medicine tarot reading for the week of August 13th. I hope you survived the lunar eclipse, and we are now entering into a solar eclipse starting on August 21st. Today, the 13th, is Mercury retrograde. So a lot going on right now. I mentioned this in the last video. The solar eclipse is in Leo, lunar eclipse was in Aquarius. We have Mercury, I believe, also in Leo, opposing Pluto, potentially. Something. The stars are really not getting along up there, and so that is often a reflection of what happens here on Earth. If you follow the news, which I hope you don't, because it's very depressing, but there is a lot going on right now, especially with world leaders, if you want to call them that, that happen to have the title of world leader, but that aren't really leading the world in any positive direction. So there's just some shit hitting the fan, and you know, what can we do as citizens of the world? That's what I'm going to focus the reading on this week. I don't normally do that, but I think it's important with everything going on right now to really pay attention to your own vibration, to what you're putting out in the world. And that includes just discussing and talking about world politics and sort of perpetuating this ongoing cycle or message of doom and gloom. So I'm not saying stick your head in the sand. It's very important, obviously, to know what's happening in your world, but just to realize that your energy, your contribution to the collective energy field is as important as anyone else's. And the more people that become aware of that, the more things will change in a positive direction. We often look to our world leaders with this hope for, for direction, or we look to them for direction. That's why they're called a leader. But if your leader is not moving you in the direction that you desire, or you don't feel that they're practicing human rights at the basic level, then why follow those people? Obviously, laws are in place that we have to listen and abide by certain things. But, you know, we don't have to go out with our torches and start condoning other cultures that are different than us. We don't have to follow that direction that's ill-informed and that is based out of fear. So that's my spiel right now. I'm going to go to the cards for this week, see what this week in particular has in store for us and what we should focus on, just to help raise the vibration of the planet. That's what I want to ask the guides today, the angelic realm, the higher beings. Like, what can each of us do to focus our energy to bring it to a higher vibration, and, you know, in turn will help the world rise to a higher vibration. All right, so just clearing the deck. Alright, so let's see. Alright, nice. So this is a very interesting spread. So the first thing is, it's time to go after your dreams. That's the first thing you can do to help raise the vibration of the planet, which doesn't surprise me, honestly. I do see many people who hold themselves back based on logistics and, you know, fear and just having to pay bills, so keeping that job that they hate, keeping the partner they don't want to really be with because they need their that other financial contribution to the household. Whatever it is, it's keeping you in the place where you don't want to be. Let it go, and that's exactly what is coming up midweek. It's just saying, you know, you desire a more meaningful life. That's what you desire. That's at the deepest core of your being. My little puppy's snoring. And you know that it's time to move on. And so it's time to choose a major life change. So those two cards are going together beginning of the week. It's saying go after your dreams, do something that expands your horizons, and let your creativity take flight. And then midweek, it's the cards are saying you do desire something more meaningful. So why are you holding yourself back? Or rather, what is holding you back? Identifying that sometimes is the first step into moving in the direction of your dreams. End of the week is call for a celebration. So I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough for many of you midweek, so maybe Wednesday, Thursday. And again, everybody freaks out about Mercury retrograde, but it's really perfectly timed if you ask me, which obviously the divine has a bigger plan, but in my opinion, when Mercury retrogrades, people just naturally go into a state of introspection where they start to think about everything and why they're doing what they're doing and why they're communicating with who they're communicating with. They reflect, they, reassess things and reevaluate what they're doing. And what ends up happening to those people that really get hit hard with Mercury retrograde is that they're just not listening to that direction. So, for example, their computer might shut down because they're watching YouTube and just mindless television instead of doing the work, or their vehicle breaks down because they have to maybe go out and walk more in nature. And this actually happened to me this past week. So these are the things that occur during Mercury retrograde that it's known for, things breaking down, especially technology, communication breaking down with people, because you know what? You're not supposed to really be communicating with anyone. You're supposed to be going inward and looking at yourself. Now, I do have a friend who she was born under a Mercury retrograde, so none of this really affects her at all, and she has different rules for that. So it's a good idea to get your chart looked at by a professional astrologer, even a student like myself, just to help you sort of see like the blueprint of who you are and why you came to be here. And there's plenty in the city of Halifax, where I'm from, and obviously all over the world, that are very savvy in understanding the planetary influences. So, end of the week, it's worth celebrating. I feel like this breakthrough's coming. I see a gathering of friends, people that are close to you. Maybe even some new friends are coming in, the guides are saying. Yeah, so some good news happening at the end of the week, which is a nice relief because we're just going to hit into the Leo solar eclipse that's going to happen, I think, on Tuesday of next week. So that could be a bit dramatic. Leo's a bit of a drama queen, again, in my opinion. And so, yeah. So just prepare yourself for that and use the Mercury retrograde to your advantage. I really don't think, and I've had other people say this as well, one of my good friends, Kalina Smith, who's a professional psychic, she also said this, where, if you're going to do the work during these major shifts, then, you're going to be okay. But if you, refuse to do the work that you need to advance and to upgrade your spirituality or your physical world or whatever, then it's going to be more painful for you. And that kind of makes sense. I mean, these shifts are there to help us grow. And in our society, that's not really encouraged, is it? If you get depressed, we often get told to take medication, when really depression's a great opportunity to go inward and to learn more about what you're feeling and why. So our society kind of doesn't nourish those opportunities. We always want to be in a state of feeling comfortable, when oftentimes, it has to hurt for you to grow sometimes, growing pains. There's a reason for that saying. And definitely during these lunar solar eclipse, Mercury retrograding, the planets arguing up there in the sky, there's going to be a lot of growth. So honor that space, be kinder to yourself, nourish yourself more, spend more time alone, be in nature, tune into your own vibration, and leave everybody the hell alone. Just don't pay attention to anyone else, because everyone will irritate you right now. And there's really no point in wasting your energy trying to change other people. Just focus on you, you know, and what you need to do to grow and get to where you want to be in life. I hope that helps you this week. I will talk to you next week. And goodbye for me and Tulip. Look how big she got. She's so big now. So I'll see you here next week, and take care.